Hello again everyone. This is episode 10 of Prison Architect. We're getting on into some bigger episodes now. We're at double figures. And we've achieved an awful lot really. Last episode we just put down this dog kennel and a couple of other buildings over here. And we finished off these cells and did a couple of other little things. But now we are going to place down the dog patrols. So these are independent of guard patrols, which is where just a guard will patrol. These are dog patrols, so the dogs will sniff for contraband. So I think I'm going to put these down in strategic locations. So I'm going to have one going all the way around in the cleaning cupboard, and I'm also going to put him going into the laundry. Might as well. And just get rid of all these dogs. I only want one really. So we'll put one dog going on that. So there's the dog. And we'll have another one going around the yard. Do that properly. So there's two there. So we've got two patrols. I think also I'm going to have one patrolling from the canteen almost down to the front of the prison. And so that's three, and I think then I'm going to have another one going like around here, I think. And that's four. So that's all our dogs at the moment. We may get more if they prove to be really useful, which they might do. I've never really used them much before, but we'll find out. I'll just speed it up a bit so it's a bit more interesting. And do some quick checks. So we've got this short-term investments about to finish. Once that's finished, we'll probably do the next one just so it's get it over with. And I think this one we're going to activate now. It does mean we have to get 2 armed guards, but I think once we've hired them we'll probably get rid of them because I don't really want to have them if I don't need them. So if I notice that like I have a lot of prisoners, I may end up getting some armed guards just to keep everyone calmed down a bit. But because sometimes if they do have needs that aren't like if they've got in their needs, if they've got things that are going a bit red, people may start getting a bit rowdy, and having armed guards will help stop that. So I'm also going to have taser rollout is probably the most important, well, the most useful thing you can have. So I'm going to assign this room as an armory, and you need to have an armory assigned because for the taser rollout it requires you, it says they must visit the armory to get this equipment and it will cost you for every taser purchased. So guards don't just appear with tasers, they have to go to the armory to pick it up. So we'll have a quick look at the armory, and it says we need weapon rack, guard, lockers and tables. So we'll go to objects, we'll zoom in and it should tell us there's only table. So we'll have a table here at the front, and actually something else I'm going to do, which I kind of thought might be a good idea, is basically have double security. So I've got one solitary door, I'm also going to put another solitary door. Now it's kind of a bit overkill, however I think it's going to be worth it, because if I do have a prison riot, having 2 solitary cell doors is going to be really important, because otherwise if they break through one of them they're going to get straight in. This should mean I kind of realise before it happens. So I'll go to rooms and just undesignate this as an armory, and we need weapon racks and lockers. So I'll put lockers all along the back wall there, and weapon racks There. Now it looks okay. And hopefully that's okay. We'll just unlock these doors for these. All these workmen are trying to carry everything in. Imagine carrying a rack filled with 2 tasers, a baton, 2 shotguns, and a sniper, and a thingy vest. They're quite strong, it seems. Okay, so those are all in. Now we have an armory, and we're going to want to instantly go to deployment and make that all staff, because we really don't want anyone going in here. Now I probably will want a guard near the armory at all times, because I don't want any prisoners going anywhere near it. So I'm just going to go to staff, hire a couple more guards. We've got tons of money, so I'll just get a couple more guards, and we'll go on deployment and guards, and we can just assign guards to an area. So if we go on guard patrols, you can see that there's, well, we can actually do this. Oh, sorry. We can just go on guards. I'm going to assign a guard to this room, I think, and they'll just stay in this room, wandering around. We have a lot of prisoners, and they don't seem to be eating. Oh, yeah, they are. Needs. Not many of them are eating. Maybe because they're yellow rather than orange, they don't actually need to eat that much. So we may put shower here and eat there. Might work a bit better. Maybe having the shower later here as well is quite a good idea, because if they've been... Oh, that's good. Oh wow, good, that's really good. Oh, and over here as well. Wow, that's really good. So having these dog patrols has really proved useful. We've instantly found a couple of people that have been smuggling drugs. So this guy's just been found straight away. That's really good. So I've never really realised that. I've always thought people would get detected just by going through metal detectors, but when you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we've got an armory. Wow, we're finding loads of contraband now. I think this is all the people that have been hiding all this poison it's all being found. So if you look at 24 hours, we've instantly found poison, cigarettes, drugs, poison, and a spoon, and another poison. That's really quite good. So there's going to be a lot of people in solitary, I think. Although if they're found with luxuries, I think they just get put in lockdown, I think. But that's good. Pleased with that. Okay, so we've got armory, and we've got a station guard in here, and in here. And we've got quite a few guards that are free. Now, I'm just going to go to bureaucracy and have a look and see what there is. So there's a bank loan. Allows you to borrow money. We don't really need that. I don't need to borrow money. Land expansion we might use, and this we will actually use. So this offshore tax haven stretches your rules to the breaking point. I think it basically, it reduces your tax rate to 1%. You will save a total of 3,000 taxes per 10,000. So I think we'll get that. It costs 50,000, but it'll be really worth it. It should mean in the long run we're not wasting money, I think. I may end up getting this, but it does slow your prison guards down, which I don't necessarily agree with. If I follow my traditional path in all games, is that it's better to be light and nimble than slow and heavy. Generally with playing like role-playing games like Skyrim and things like that, I'm always playing a lightweight character that can run around and outrun enemies rather than just lumber around like a slow person. Just have a look at utilities. Make sure everything's okay. Because I've noticed some of these keep flashing, which is a little bit weird. That's weird. Wonder whether this is going to be a good idea. I'm going to dismantle utility. There. And put a water pumping station there. Now I don't know whether that's a good idea at all. We'll speed everything up. Nope, so that's cut off all the water and electricity as well. So I need to have electricity actually. That was silly. It took out both water and electricity cables, so I did forget about that. But hopefully that will get put back in fairly soon. Oh, so that's taser rollout, so now all our guards are just tasering up. Now tasers are really good because all it means is that instead of actually... Oh. I'm going to slow it down one notch just because it's a little bit too quick sometimes. So having this water pump station here should mean that our water supply is spread out a little bit more evenly, I think, because... Oh no, maybe not. Oh, I'm going to ignore that then, I don't want to have that. Dismantle you. And you. Strange. I thought maybe because these were flashing, it's something to do with... Oh. Electrical cables there. I thought maybe they were... It was something to do with the utilities being wrong. Like maybe there's a limit on how much water a pump station can pump out, but obviously not. I'm also going to try something. Actually, I'm not. I've just been, well, not just been. I have read some other, like, guides and things like that on Prison Architect, and found if you have deliveries and garbage more than a van away, you can have deliveries being delivered at the same time that garbage is being unloaded or loaded onto the truck. Which means you can, instead of having them queuing up waiting, you can have them both at the same time. But I think actually sell that. Actually, that seems perfectly fine. I'm confused as to why this is not working properly. What it needs. Food's yellow, so it seems to be okay. Let's check on program. So the education people doing quite well. Now I think something I may end up doing fairly soon is opening our prison to some more prisoners. Now I'm not really sure as to whether I want more standard prisoners or whether I should risk it for some high security prisoners. Now high security I think are more likely to do bad things and they get annoyed more easily. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I'll have a look, and that's 8 prisoners. 8 prisoners. 8 prisoners. I think I'm just going to get more normal risk prisoners for the moment. I find that normal risk are perfectly fine. Actually no. Why not? So we're going to go to deployment, and we're going to make this maximum security only. We're also going to make these both medium security, so we don't want laundry we can have as shared actually. And kitchen. But we don't want, we want to try and keep just going to unassign these as cells, and that should stop them being used. And hopefully all these prisoners should be okay. So we also then need to go to deployment, guard patrols, and have a guard patrolling here. Oh, no, we don't want that one. Want one here. I think I'm also going to get one more. Where is it? Where are you? Dog handler. We need one more dog handler. I've got 5 kennels, and that should mean if one's resting, the one that isn't resting can just wander around. Well, no. One can be resting at all times, but 4 will always be stationed, which should be quite good. So we've got 27 hours for this, which is quite a long time. But we've got prisoners arriving, so we're going to want a few guards. So I'm just going to hire one more guard, which should just mean we have 8 guards available at all times, which will actually mean, I'm not doing this for this reason, but we have 8 prisoners arriving, so as soon as they arrive, there will be 1 guard for each prisoner, so we'll be able to straight away take them in. A little bit confused as to why all these dog marks are all over the place. They're gradually fading out, it seems. Weird. Actually, I'm going to try something because I've been recommended that this is a good thing to do. If you have a staff, if you have your staff room at the end of the infirmary, it means staff have to walk through the infirmary to get to the materials. Concrete floor. Put it down there. It means staff have to walk through the infirmary to get to the staff room, which is good and bad. If we lock this door shut, oh, there we go. There's our prisoners. Okay, so we've got, let's have a look at who we've got. We've got Rap, he's quite a big guy. Green, DeGroot, Welch, Speed, also quite a big guy, called Speed. Windley, also quite a big guy. Pigeon, and Ellison, who's on an education course, which is odd. Knees are a little bit high. We're going to accept a few more maximum security prisoners at the moment, I think. No, we're not. I'm going to close it off for the moment. Close. We're going to want to increase some provisions first. So you may want to get a bigger kitchen, more tables, or things like that. So I'm just going to add up this. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 4 is 24, doubled is 48. So we have 48 prison. We've got enough space to put 48 prisoners. However, if we look at, if we go to staff, we've only got 2 chefs. So I'm just going to go to staff and hire 2 more chefs because why not? We've got money. It'll just increase our speed of working, I think. I'm also going to go to staff, get another doctor, because now we've got enough money coming in, we may as well. And I am going to go, and now I've figured out I've got enough tables. That was the one thing I worried about, is that I've got quite an enclosed canteen here. I may end up moving a canteen over here and having a secondary one, probably. Just so we can have extra space if we need them. Although we should be okay. We've got 60 cells and we'll end up having 80, so we will need more space in the canteen. But maybe we'll be able to squish more in. Not really sure. But we're going to open to more prisoners. So yeah, all our prisoners are working in here, it seems. All the maximum security are cleaning. They're going to get upset by that. And cleaning cupboard. And all the other places where prisoners are working. Oh, someone's stealing a screwdriver. Let's have a look at needs. So sleep's quite high, and I think that's all these new prisoners that have arrived haven't necessarily slept yet, so they're going to be in need of sleep, but they should be okay for the moment. Let's check on the program. So we're almost finished with that. Oh, something else I've just remembered. We might as well get this long-term investment on the way, and hopefully that'll sort things out a little bit. I'll get a little bit more money. And we can actually start, or we can start and complete this. We need to put some dog handlers on patrol and 2 armed guards on a patrol. So we'll start that. We'll then go to staff and get 2 armed guards, and we can go on deployment and guard patrols. Armed patrols, here. We can have an armed guard patrolling around the canteen, and we can probably change this for an armed guard. Not quite sure how that's working. It doesn't seem to be assigning any. There you go. So yeah, we've got 2 armed guards patrolling now, and I think that's completed. However, security, government security. Yeah, so we've completed that. So we got a bit more money from that, which is really good. And we have now got armed guards. However, I don't really like armed guards, but I'll leave them there for the moment. But I'm watching them. So I think I was mentioning earlier, if you have the staff room at the end of the infirmary, it will mean that staff have to walk through the infirmary to get to the staff room, which means if anyone's injured, they may not automatically go to the infirmary to get healed. So if they walk through it, they will get healed. As the doctors are there, they'll heal anyone near it, which is quite good. So we've got some more prisoners just about to arrive, but we've kind of got everything sorted, really. So just have a quick check to make sure everything's okay. So needs seem to be okay. Nothing's going too red yet. We've got orange hygiene, which isn't as bad as it used to be, so that must be a good thing. Oh no, it's going red now, as soon as I said it. Programs are going well. We've got some prisoners being educated, which is good. And we haven't really got that much on for the rest of it. So I think that's the end of this episode, because we haven't really got much else to do. So I think I'll end here, and hopefully, if you enjoyed the episode, please feel free to comment if you like want to support me, or just say anything about my videos, good or bad, really. And if you've got any suggestions, comments, or anything like that, please just let me know and I'll read them. I always read every single one of my comments because it's nice interacting with the community, really. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you want to see more of these, and I'll hopefully see you in another video. And goodbye, and I hope you have a lovely day.